All right, Shalom. It's your brother Yuanathon. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. May the blessing of election be upon your house. So this past Tuesday at camp, Elder Yashawamba mentioned when we were talking about the music and the vibration that it puts on the people. All right, the drill music, the rap music, everything is kill, 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 adultery, 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 and vanity. Right? And it's a stark contrast as to the songs that we sung when we were in our own land, governing ourselves, after the Exodus. And we're going to go into that. We're going to go to Exodus, the 15th chapter, because it's actually a song of triumph over our enemies. We had songs of triumph over our enemies, not songs of triumphs over each other or self-destruction. All right, and that's why I entitled this lesson Songs of Triumph versus Songs of Self-Destruction. Okay, because we're constantly bombarded with that vibration, that wicked vibration. Okay, music is a big part of our culture. It's a big part of our people's day-to-day, and it always has been. And what Esau has done, just like he does with everything, he's weaponized it against you. So let's go, just to get an example, because like I said, Elder Yashawamba inspired this lesson with his statement at camp this past Tuesday, when he said, hey man, we had songs about vanquishing our enemies, but it's talking about our enemies, not each other. But we do know as well that, that was also prophesied. It's prophesied for our people to be under this vibration. Thy eye shall be evil toward thy brother. Deuteronomy 28:54. But right now, let's go get that song that I mentioned of our triumph over our enemies, triumph over the Egyptians. Okay, in Exodus, the 15th chapter. And we're going to start at the 11th verse. Okay? So Exodus 15 and 11. It reads, Who is like unto thee, O Lord, among the gods? And remember, in the deliverance from Egypt, when the Lord was sending those various plagues upon the Egyptians, many of those plagues were direct shots at the gods that the Egyptians were worshiping. The Egyptians, they had hundreds of gods, right? But a lot of those plagues that the Lord were direct attacks on specific gods, like the darkness. Okay, that was directed at the sun god Ra. Exodus 10:21-23. So he was showing that the gods that the Egyptians worship were no gods, in fact. All right. But after that deliverance, we go back to Exodus 15. Let me get it here. Exodus 15:11. It says, Who is like unto thee, O Lord, among the gods? Who is like unto thee, glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders? Thou stretchest out thy right hand, and the earth swallowed them. You're boasting in the strength of the Lord, boasting on what he did to our enemies. All right, just like what Jake does in his drill music, his rap music, but this is in a righteous fashion. It's a completely different vibration. What Esau has pushed on you is self-destructive music. Music that encourages you to have your eye evil towards your brother. You see? Verse 13. Though in thy mercy hast thou led forth the people which thou hast redeemed. Who was redeemed? The nation of Israel. So now this song here is banding us together against those that hate us, because we have enemies and there are those that hate us. Thou hast guided them in thy strength unto the holy habitation. Let's go on the voyage back to the Holy Land. Verse 14, the people shall hear and be afraid. Sorrow shall take hold of the inhabitants of Palestina, and the dukes of Edom shall be amazed. The mighty men of Moab, trembling, shall take hold upon them. All the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away. So, that energy, that warlike energy, was what? Geared towards those that hate us, not each other. But you got these low level jakes that have bent the knee and allowed the devil to use them as tools to perpetuate destruction in their own communities. And we're not going to do anything to turn it around on here on this side. They just got to be destroyed. That's simply going to be the solution. But the elect of our people, those like you who are listening and learning and trying to grow and come up out of that vibration, come up out of the spell that this devil has casted upon us, you guys will be the ones that hear and that get delivered and don't operate in that vibration. And we're not going to sit here like we don't hear the songs but we have an understanding now to where we see the spell being casted, but we don't fall victim to it. All right, verse 16. Fear and dread shall fall upon them by the greatness of thine arm. They shall be as still as a stone till thy people pass over. And when the nations were in fear, man, because they heard what the Lord did to that great nation. Egypt was at the top of the mountain, and for the Lord to take them down like that in that fashion, everyone was afraid. Everyone was shook. You see, that's going to happen again, man. The nations are going to gain wisdom. And what I mean by that is they're going to have a fear for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And that fear is going to lead to them operating in righteousness too. They're going to be forced to, but within them being forced, they're going to learn wisdom. They're going to see what righteousness is, and they're going to have a much better existence for it. Okay? Continuing on in verse 17, it says, thou shalt bring them in and plant them in the mountain of thine inheritance, in the places, O Lord, which thou hast made for thee to dwell in the sanctuary. O Lord, you can see the O Lord is kind of reading as a song, right? Which thy hands have established. The Lord shall reign forever and ever. For the horse of the Pharaoh went in with his chariots and with his horsemen into the sea, and the Lord brought again the waters of the sea upon them. So they're singing about what happened. Just like these Jake, they'll talk about in detail about another Jake that they shot down, and they incriminate themselves, and they get taken down for it. So you have the songs of triumph, and then the songs of self-destruction. Okay, what do you subscribe to? All right, verse 18 again. The Lord shall reign forever and ever. For the horse of Pharaoh went in with his chariots and with his horsemen into the sea, and the Lord brought again the waters of the sea upon them. But the children of Israel went on dry land in the midst of the sea. And Miriam, the prophetess, now it says prophetess here. Now when it refers to a woman as a prophet or a prophetess, it's never teaching. And you're about to see as it goes on. It's either the gift of song, or she was given a vision or a dream. And I've done lessons on it multiple times, and brothers have done lessons on it multiple times. It's important to look up the meaning of words. But verse 20 again from the top. And Miriam, the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a timbrel. Okay, in church they got the little thing with the a tambourine, all right, in her hands, and all the women went out after her with timbrels and with dances. So the gift of song. All right, prophetess, gift of song, or endowed with dreams or vision, and she tells it to her husband or the priest, and it's interpreted by the priest, and it's used as edification. Okay, verse 21. And Miriam answered them, sing ye to the Lord, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. All right, so this is this devil, man, he's weaponized everything. And like I said, music has always been a big part of Israel's culture. It's woven into our everyday life. It's woven into how we learn. You notice our children, the best way for them to learn a lot of the times is through song. Music is very important. We operate off of it. Okay, in the kingdom, the music is going to be pure, man. It's going to be on an entirely different level. But here it's been poisoned, so to speak, to cast a spell on our people to operate in a particular fashion. frequencies can manipulate matter. I mentioned it in a lesson this past Tuesday in college. In our chemistry class, we had this experiment where we would put sand on a plate, and we had two bulbs that emitted frequencies, and we would run particular frequencies through the sand, and it would form geometrical patterns. Frequencies can dictate matter. So if someone's brain, their spirit is constantly hearing kill, 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 adultery, 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 vanity, 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 they're going to act those things out. Bad bitch, bad bitch, bad bitch. They're going to act those things out. Thug, thug, thug. They're going to act those things out. Thug is a demon. Thug and diva, those are Elamite gods. Wicked, wicked demons. And that's the vibration that's pushed in the music, particularly towards Israel. All right, so now we have, the new song in this time, though. And that's this understanding, okay? The Lord likens the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding unto a new song. And only the 144,000 are able to learn that song as stated in Revelation, the 14th chapter, right? So with that being said, man, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying and you receive something from it, or it just spurs the lesson from one another, brothers. But I want to give all praises once more to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I want to say shalom to all the brothers and, of course, the few sisters who are pursuing this truth in sincerity. All right, may the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.